means it's time for the first federal program on WROI Cheyenne FM and streaming live on the First Federal Facebook page.
Yes, indeed. It is a beautiful Friday morning, 30 degrees, light snow falling outside. Nice January morning. You can't complain about it. Good morning, Tanner.
I can complain about a little snow falling and 30 degrees, but...
All right, you can, but it can also be worse.
It still feels a lot better than it did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was going to say it could be the Friday that Todd and I had.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, yeah, that was pretty cold.
It was. We had a nice backdrop, but, we couldn't put it on Facebook because somebody had to have the camera with them.
Yeah, that was... Well, we're back this week, though. We're back on Facebook this week after not being on the last 2 weeks. So we're back, and it is a nice Friday morning, like you said, a little dark out there, but
yeah,
the sun will be coming up soon.
Soon.
Or maybe clouds, I should say.
And soon we'll be doing this with daylight, so
yeah,
you gotta look at positive.
Yeah. Well, I saw on Facebook, 73 days till spring?
Something like that. I've seen more people counting down to Christmas than I have to spring. So.
Well, now that Christmas, New Year's are over, now spring's the next big countdown for everybody on Facebook. So.
No, I've still seen countdowns to the next Christmas already.
Oh, next Christmas?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like December of this year.
Oh. There's people that keep their Christmas lights up year-round.
Yeah. We decided to keep our tree up this year.
Yeah.
We took the decorations off of it, but we're going to decorate it for each holiday this year.
Okay.
So do something a little different.
Cool. That's cool. So, Happy New Year to everybody out there. We did get a chance to say Happy New Year before the fact last week, so Happy New Year to everybody out there. Any New Year's resolutions this year, Paul, for you?
Oh, yeah, I got a handful of them. And so far, 6 days in, and I haven't broken any of them yet.
That's good. You're off to a good start.
Yeah.
Good start. New Fulton County Sheriff Travis Heishman is going to be our guest this morning. Morning, Travis. Any New Year's resolutions for yourself?
Just a couple, and kind of like with Paul. Just gonna.
So far, so good.
Haven't broke them yet.
Yeah, so far, so good. That's how I am too. So we're in the early stages, but keep pressing forward.
Yeah.
My trivia question this morning is around New Year's resolutions, and I didn't write the website I got this from, so this sounds like it's just coming from me, whatever I want it to be, but what is the most common New Year's resolution among Americans? I'll give you 4 guesses. Is it to lose weight? Is it to quit smoking? Is it to exercise more? Or is it to travel more?
All right.
All of these were 4 of the most popular ones, but
I was going to say, these are all pretty
they're all in
popular.
the top 10 list I should pick from. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you think about that for the show.
All right, Travis, you're going to have to help me out.
I'll see what we can do.
Sports report this morning. Got a lot of boys high school basketball action going on tonight. Rochester travels over to Whitley County, take on the Wicco Wildcats. And pregame, same time as normal? Ish.
I think it's closer to 7 because I think we have a full JV game first.
Okay.
So
Closer to 7, or tune in your radios at 7 o'clock. Or
tune in your radios, now, and don't turn them off.
There you go. That's fair too. Tupelo Valley hosts Northfield tonight. TRC game there, and Caston travels over to Culver.
All right.
Good luck to everybody in action tonight. I know there was a lot of sports going on yesterday and last night as well locally. We had some female wrestling, had some female basketball going on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're at that time of year that we could dedicate a whole show just to going over high school sports.
Yeah, easily. But we'll save that for Randy and Johnny on the sports report. 7 and noon.
Yep.
Well, locally, had some college basketball teams in action last night and this week. Both Purdue and Indiana were in action last night. 2 really good games as far as competitiveness goes, I guess. The Big Ten Conference so far has been crazy like that. Every night you're going to get a good game, it seems like. Purdue came out victorious at Ohio State, winning by 2 points. They suffered their first loss of the season Monday night at the hands of Rutgers, Rutgers is a team that has both Purdue and Indiana's number. I think they beat Indiana 7 straight times, and Purdue 5 of the last 6. So they kind of own the state of Indiana, I guess. But Purdue dropped that one. They came back last night, won late thriller over Columbus, and Indiana lost a thriller up in Iowa City. A game that got pretty chippy at times, and a few technicals thrown in there, and more could have been thrown in there by Big Ten officiating. But both teams are in action on Sunday. Indiana hosts Northwestern. That's at noon on Fox Sports 1. Northwestern coming off a home win over Illinois the other night. And Purdue travels to Penn State on Sunday. That game's at 6 o'clock on the Big Ten Network. Notre Dame and Butler are also in action this weekend. Notre Dame travels to North Carolina tomorrow. That game's at 11:30 on ESPN2. I had to double check that on my phone because usually noon's the early start, but 11:30 for some reason must be something to do with the TV schedule. And then Butler's at Seton Hall tomorrow night. That's at 8:30 on Fox Sports 1.
All right.
So, NFL, we are in the last week of the regular season. Hard to believe we're here. It feels like the season just started not that long ago, but
I know that means,
it's week 18.
That means soon I'm going to have to go back to actually being on Sunday afternoons.
Well, you, at least you know what's coming up. So
Yeah.
Because there's going to be no playoff football for the Colts this year.
No.
They are taking on the team they played week 1 and tied with, the Houston Texans. Colts record's 4 wins, 11 losses, 1 tie. They're 3-point favorites over the Texans, who have the worst record in the league at 2 wins, 13 losses, and 1 tie. That game's at 1 o'clock on CBS on Sunday. And, of course, you can listen to the pregame, the game itself, and the postgame right here on 92.1.
Sure can. All starting at noon.
Yeah, Chicago Bears also not make the playoffs this year. They have the league's second worst record at 3 wins and 13 losses. They host the Vikings, who have a record of 12-4. Vikings are 3.5-point favorites because they haven't been playing very well lately either, even though they're 12-4. That game's at 1 o'clock also on Sunday on Fox. So, and then NFL's still trying to figure out what they're going to do with the playoff scenarios and how everything's going to shake out after Monday's horrific events there in Cincinnati.
Crazy, man.
Good to hear DeMar Hamlin's doing better.
Yes.
Still in critical condition, but
Yeah.
signs are pointing pretty positive as of now. So,
Yeah, and that's good to hear.
yeah, that was extremely scary to watch and see, and
Yeah, I mean,
just everything surrounding it.
I wasn't watching it when it happened, but somebody posted a video of it on Facebook, and I'm like, man, that's a heck of a tackle, and then he just dropped,
Yeah.
and I was like, ooh.
I just got done watching the Purdue game, and my phone started blowing up about the football game, which I was going to switch over to anyways. I switched it over, and that's about the time the ambulance was taking them off the field, and they showed the replay. And kudos to Adam Schefter, Susie Colbert, and I think it was Anthony Booger McFarland for coming on. And
Yeah.
you could tell they didn't really know what to say, but they
Right.
did the best job they could. And then everybody that night, Scott Van Pelt, and Troy Aikman, Joe Buck, everybody that covered it. Because it was a very tough situation. That's something you don't really get trained for.
Yeah, big shout out to both teams and all the
Yes,
fans who
absolutely.
were in support of him, even though
Absolutely.
Cincinnati fans were supporting the guy.
Sure.
It's great to see.
Yeah, it was one of those moments that becomes a lot bigger than sports.
Yes.
And it was kind of one of those moments I talked earlier this week where when you look back 10 years ago as a sportsman, you'll probably remember where you were when you were watching that.
Yeah.
It was just,
Yeah.
it was kind of one of those moments, no matter what you're watching, it seemed like everybody was flipping over to see the condition of the young guys.
Yep.
We got some tidbits here this morning. On this day, 1912, New Mexico became the 47th state of the Union.
Okay.
I knew they were one of the later ones, but I wasn't sure what number. So.
Yeah.
On this day, 1951, the Indianapolis Olympians. Did you know that was the NBA team Indianapolis had before the Pacers?
No.
They were established in 1947 and then folded in 1951, so they weren't around too long.
Yeah.
They beat the Rochester Royals 75-73 in the NBA record 6 overtime game.
Wow.
The longest game in NBA history, but only 75-73 in 6 overtimes.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
Good
scoring
defense.
going on there. Or good defense. We'll go with that. Good shots. On this day in 1975, the Wheel of Fortune debuted on NBC.
Wow.
I was surprised it's been around that long. I thought maybe the 80s, but
Yeah.
75 is still going strong today.
Were Pat and Vanna hosting it then? You didn't check.
I didn't check. I did not check. On this day in 1994, the U.S. figure skating champion Nancy Kerrigan was attacked by Tanya Harding's bodyguard at the U.S. Championships in Detroit. There's been documentaries on that, and, footage of her screaming after being hit with a lead pipe in the knee. It's a pretty famous thing there in 1994.
Yeah.
On this day in 2016, Star Wars The Force Awakens broke the North American box office record, passing the $760.5 million taken in by Avatar.
Maybe the Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't know if that's been broken since. It feels like we're always talking about something box office related, whether it's gross or, or something. Between Star Wars and the Avengers, and I know Top Gun Maverick took in quite a bit this year.
Oh, yeah.
Which I still need to see that.
Oh, me too.
Everybody talks about how great it is. I need to take time to see it. So. Well, Paul, you were talking about Christmas tree earlier. Today is National Take Down the Christmas Tree Day.
No, okay.
And I haven't taken mine down yet, so I feel I'm going to do it tonight.
You didn't put yours up to like the 23rd. So.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all. It's also Apple Tree Day.
Okay.
National Shortbread Day. Three Kings Day. National Bean Day. And National Cuddle Up Day.
All right.
So a little day for about everything there.
Yeah.
We got some upcoming local events going on. I see the Fulton County Chamber of Commerce and the Fulton County Farm Bureau's 2023 Legislative Breakfast Series about to kick off here in about 2 weeks from tomorrow, Saturday, January 21st at 7:30 at the Kewanee Union Township Public Library. State Senator Stacy Donato and State Representative Jack Jordan will be the speakers. There's no cost to attend.
None at all.
So get up Saturday morning and go have some breakfast and listen to some legislators speak.
Exactly.
And that's one of 3 events
Yes.
they'll have.
Yes.
I didn't write down the date of the other 2, but I'm sure we'll promote it when we get close.
Oh, yeah.
And I see the Sciotes are presenting the Light Up the Night Daddy-Daughter Glow Dance Saturday, February 18th this year.
Okay.
From 6 to 8 p.m. at the Fulton Community Center. Tickets are $15 per guest, and that includes professional photos from Bailey Warren Photography, a raffle ticket, a craft, cakewalk, refreshments, and dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is for ages 3 through 6th grade.
All right.
So I know it's a popular event they've been doing for a good number of years now, but a glow dance. Not sure what that is off the top of my head. Probably the name probably speaks for itself. But
yeah, you just wear clothes that'll light up in a black light and probably have some glow sticks and stuff.
So have you been to one of these before, haven't you?
Yeah, I went last year.
Last year. Okay.
It was not a glow dance last year.
No, it wasn't a glow dance.
It was just a regular dance.
We got a milestone at First Federal this weekend. Some flowers I want to give out to this gentleman, Mark Blueball, who founded our First Federal Financial Services Department and still going strong today. He celebrated his 35th work anniversary with First Federal this week.
Well, happy anniversary to him.
Yeah, congratulations to Mark. He's one of those guys where he can light up a room when he comes in. He's a good guy, and he can meet with anybody at any branch. He can meet with you over Zoom. Like I said, he and Brian Bell and Wendy Piper do a great job with our financial services department. So if you're thinking about retiring soon, or want to get your make sure your 401ks on track where you want to be, or want to take IRAs, or maybe you want to get a college fund going for your kid or grandkid, speak to Mark or Brian and they can help.
All right.
Money news this morning. Wasn't the greatest day for the Dow yesterday. We've had worse, but still it was down 339 points yesterday, closed at 32,930.8. But the futures are up this morning 42 points.
Well, that's good.
33,112. So, like Mr. Dick Belcher always said, it's going to go up or it's going to go down today. So we'll keep our eye on it. Some other money news here. I see Delta's planning to offer free Wi-Fi starting on February 1st. So some positive airline news there.
But how much will your ticket go up?
That's a good point. I didn't really read the article. I just saw the headline. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I'll put that in the money news. And this was in money news on the website I took it from, but I don't know why, but I put it under money news. More than 36 million people play pickleball in 2022.
Hey, that's
great. It's the nation's fastest growing sport.
So, it is, and we've got pickleball courts.
We do, and they're full more times than not.
Yeah.
So, which is great. Well, First Federal today we are open from 8:30 to 5, and tomorrow we're open from 8:30 to noon. And if you need to do some banking when we're not open, you can always bank with us online and with our free mobile app. Our ATM is also open 24/7 as well if you need some cash. And if you're outside the Rochester area or outside any of our branch locations and you need to get some money, well, we're part of the MoneyPass network. Go to moneypass.com, see what other banks or credit unions are part of the MoneyPass network, and you can use their ATM for without getting charged a surcharge. We offer Simply Free checking accounts and Simply Free business checking accounts. Right now, when you open up a checking account, you can get you got a choice, 2 gifts. You got a Martha Stewart glass storage set or a First Federal Savings Bank power bank, which is good for charging up all those electronics you got for Christmas.
Yes. Yes.
So, or if you have a checking account and don't want to open up another one, you can still get a gift by just referring a friend.
Yeah.
Come in and tell the bank that Paul Zartman sent you, and you'll get a gift for opening up the account, or your friend that you referred will get a gift for opening up the account, and you'll get one too for just referring a friend. So you can do that online as well.
Yep.
And we offer commercial lending for businesses. Contact Lindy Breeden for more information. His direct line is 574-223-1716. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handle on those social media channels is @FFBanking. Also like us on LinkedIn and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which you can find archived First Federal radio shows from the last 4 years. And it's always fun to not only see what guests we've had on over the years, but also see the transition of the studio we're in right now.
Yeah.
So
you can go back and see how different things were even in 2019.
Yeah.
What they are in 2022.
I had one pop up on my feed the other day. It was either late 2019 or I think it was early 2020 actually. And yeah, this wall to my left here wasn't so colorful at the time.
No, it was cream and it had a lot of business cards on it.
Yes, now it's a very colorful studio and records on the ceiling here, and you guys have done a great job.
Thank you.
We're the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured and the equal housing lender, and our NMLS number is 399927.
And that makes us legal.
That makes us legal and ready to get to the meat of our program, which is our interview with new Fulton County Sheriff Travis Heishman. Morning, Travis.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Thanks for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
First off, congratulations, by
Thank
the
you.
way. I know
Thank
this
you.
is their first week on the job.
Yep.
So, how's everything been going the first week? Has it been a pretty smooth transition for you?
Super smooth transition. I probably should knock on wood for that, but I mean, it has. Sheriff Taylor's left it in great shape, and it's been a real smooth transition, switching things over. So.
And I'm guessing this isn't something where you just started this week and here you go, here's what you got to do. You've probably been in the transition of getting trained for this position for a little while, am I correct?
Correct. Yeah. When we knew that the general was going to be unopposed, and Sheriff Taylor's, we started working on moving the transition forward and finding my replacement as detective, and then moving forward.
So, give us your background a little bit. You've been a member of the community for quite a while. What was your responsibility before you became sheriff?
So yeah, I'm born and raised in Rochester, graduated Rochester High School. In 2007, I was hired onto the Sheriff's Department as a deputy. From there, I was K-9 and then did narcotics investigations. Did an interim jail commander for a period of time when we were in between. From there, then Sheriff Sailors promoted me to detective sergeant in, I think, 2015, and then been doing that since.
So you really have experience across all types of field.
Yeah, I felt pretty confident going into it. So.
Absolutely. What made you want to pursue the sheriff role?
I think it's probably just a progression in my career path. It's I've been through the leadership roles in the agency and the office, and felt like it was a good time to try to lead the men and women of the office. So.
And what duties are responsible with a sheriff? I know that's probably a pretty broad question, but
it is. I mean, first and foremost, we're servants of the courts. We're responsible for court security, inmates of Fulton County, and then we've got patrol duties and then investigations as well. So it's a wide gamut of things that we're responsible for.
A little bit of everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we're probably overseeing employees too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How many people are employed in the sheriff department?
Between court security and everything, we're between 50 and 55,
Okay.
roughly. And I think that's full-time and part-time.
Full-time and part-time. And you guys have a new jail that opened up just this past year.
Yeah, the last year. Yeah.
How's everything going out there?
Awesome. Jail Commander Kathy Collins is doing a fantastic job. Assistant Jail Commander Marty Ellinger does a great job out there. We've been housing some inmates from other facilities, we've got empty beds, we don't have it filled with population from Fulton County, so we're trying to, build up some revenue from these other counties and from these other agencies, holding some of their inmates that have those needs right now, so.
And when it comes to that, is that just simply you guys reaching out to the counties, let them know that you have empty spaces and beds, or are they contacting you and asking? Or?
Both. There's a list share through the Sheriff's Association, and you can kind of put out there, hey, look, this is where we're at, and this is how many beds we have available, and then they'll reach out. Typically, like Wabash County's right in the middle of a jail project. They're scheduled to open, I believe, at the end of the summer. So it's different agencies and offices around the area that are probably where we were at 2 or 3 years ago, that are just looking for bed space to house their population.
Speaking with newly appointed Fulton County Sheriff Travis Heishman this morning, and are you guys hiring any or looking for any employees?
Yeah, we are actually. It seems like we're hiring all the time in the detention center. Currently, we have we just closed it, a patrol position open. We closed that application process last Friday. We'll be testing for that later in the month, and then hopefully bringing somebody before the merit board by the end of the month for consideration for that. So.
If anybody's interested in the position, who do they contact?
They just stop out at the office, get an application. They contact Amber Molinar, she's our secretary out there. Email us, whatever. I mean, got a lot of ways to get a hold of us.
Yeah. So. Talk about community involvement a little bit. I know the department gets really involved with community. I know you do Shop with a Cop in December and a few other events throughout the year.
Yeah, we try to stay. Sheriff Saylor did a good job of getting involved. I want to continue that and maybe even more. But yeah, Shop with a Cop is a big one. All the major festivals and events and things, you'll usually see a uniform presence. And then you'll see a lot of us out there with our families and things just partaking in it. So.
Well, I know you are a board member of Habitat for Humanity.
Yes.
Maybe a few other boards, I'm not sure.
Still soccer board and all the Optimus members. So yeah, we try to stay active in the community. Get back in the community as much as we can. So.
And you've been involved with Habitat for a little while.
Yeah. Don't ask me the years. It's been a few years. Yeah.
Which is great. Which is great. What's your favorite thing about being involved with Habitat?
Habitat is so much fun to be able to volunteer, and I love the build of the houses, and then working with the families. It's not and I know you've been on here before talking about it. Carmen's been on here before. It's not a handout. So those families are right there working with you side by side to design and build their houses. So yeah, it's fantastic.
And they have to put the community hours in as well.
Absolutely.
And like you said, it's not a handout. Is there anything in particular you wanted to plug or talk about this morning? Anything I haven't covered yet?
I mean, nothing really in particular. Some of the initiatives that we were looking at going forward into the year, wanted to get some type of chemical addiction program going in the jail. We're still on track with that, meeting with members of the community on that. Another one was updating the body-worn cameras. We've got that actually done. Sheriff Saylor's blessed that prior to his departure, so we were able to get that started prior to him leaving, and we actually rolled those out with training last Tuesday.
Oh, great.
So yeah, we're rocking and rolling. So
it's great, because that seems to be the way everything's going.
It is, and we had the body-worn cameras. The thing is, we need to, as with anything, technology advances.
Right.
You need to take the human element out of that as much as possible. So they're a lot more automated now. There's different things that'll set them off as opposed to just being manually turned on by the officer. So
it's just more proper training.
Exactly.
Like you said, with anything with advancing technology. So, well, Travis, congratulations again.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate it.
Thank you for your service to the community, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Paul. I gave you a little time to think about this.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping for a little more, but
a little more. Well, we can stretch it out a little bit. According to, and I forgot to write down the website, what is the most common New Year's resolution? Is it to lose weight? Is it to quit smoking? Is it to exercise more? Or is it to travel more? And I'll let Travis take a stab at this too.
I think I've got it down to two, but diet or exercise.
Diet or exercise?
I'm going to go lose weight.
lose weight. I honestly forget what the answer is. So it is to exercise more.
All right.
Which I thought those two
50-50,
kind
I mean,
of went together.
yeah.
But there was also other ones on there. It was to start a new hobby or activity, learn a new skill.
Okay. I mean,
Quit eating fast food. I mean, there was others I could have thrown out there.
yeah, the quit smoking one is good though, but again, there's just more people who don't smoke than do.
Right,
so I knew that one was
right,
out right off the bat.
20 years ago, that one may have changed.
Yeah, that might have been number 2 20 years ago. Maybe.
I think the travel more was either 9th or 10th
All right.
on the list. But yeah, I wanted to make it New Year's themed since we didn't get to talk about New Year's last week on last week's show. So,
Yeah.
kicking off 2023 in a good way.
Sure we are.
But I do have some words of wisdom here.
All right.
Once again, talking about New Year's. This is from Bill Vaughn. He was an American journalist. An optimist stays up until midnight to see the new year end. A pessimist stays up to make sure the old year leaves.
Ooh,
Optimist or pessimist, Paul?
Or
a little bit of both, depending on the situation.
A little bit of both. So yeah, I don't know.
Did you stay up to see the ball drop?
I did every
All
year.
right. All right.
I did. I always make sure to watch that thing drop.
Yeah.
I might fall asleep as soon as it hits, but
we're a little before then. Did wake up to see it drop?
yeah, this year I was up the whole time.
All right. Yeah, so was I.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and we'll see you again next week.
Thanks, Paul. We'll be here.